Welcome to Cooking in My Kitchen with Jadin Ishmael Turner. Hey guys, model, actor, media producer, you name it, I'm doing it, the one and only Jadin Ishmael Turner. We are finally recording and getting in the kitchen with me. I never do this at all, super spontaneous. I was just like, set up, camera, food, drinks, let's get into it. Long story short, I honestly went out, haven't ate all day, first meal of the day sort of. Yes, 3:19 p.m. first meal of the day. I did wake up super late. We're getting in the kitchen. We're getting into how I cook my food, what I use to season it, where I buy it from, everything. And here's one of my meals. We are making cucumber chicken, roasted potatoes, and broccoli because we're hungry, we're starving, and we're ready to eat. I'm only feeding one. You could literally feed this entire meal to your whole entire family, friends, anyone, or even meal prep for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into my kitchen with me. Okay, first things first, we got all of our ingredients, you guys, from Winco. This is not sponsored by Winco. Winco, if you would like to sponsor this video or any cooking with Jadin in the kitchen, let us know. Please reach out, email in the description. But anyways, guys, so I got the potatoes, the cucumber, the chicken, and the broccoli floret. Overall, the chicken breasts were $7.80. These are also thin sliced. Cucumber was $1.62 per pound, 68 cents. Potatoes, 65 cents per pound. I paid 78 cents. And then the broccoli crown, $1.29. We had to pay for the paper bag, 10 cents. Overall, total $10.65 is what we paid. And then, other than that, we're keeping these bags because we use your bags, you guys. And yeah. And other than that, you guys know when you're in the kitchen, we also need some snacks. Like, I love to snack. We got some drinks right here, you guys. Let me show you guys what we got. We got a Buzzball and White Claw. Again, this is not a sponsor by them, but if you guys are 21 plus and if you guys are looking to have a good time when you're in the kitchen and you're looking to have fun, get a Buzzball. Grab a White Claw. Whatever is your choice. Honestly, I love both. I love mixing and I love just honestly having a great time. Really, we should play Russian roulette and let Siri choose for us. Hey Siri, should I drink the Buzzball or White Claw first? Do heads or tails for me.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Okay.
For should I drink the
Hey Siri.
or White Claw?
Okay, wait, let's decide. Heads, tails. Heads, tails. But honestly, I just want to check this. Let's make it spontaneous. We're getting into cooking in the kitchen. Like, we're about to have a ball, we're about to have a fun, and we're about to cook a meal that we like and that we love. And honestly, cooking is a really big part of my life. Honestly, I cook all the time. Growing up, I had a single family home, so cooking in the house for me and my siblings, me and my family, you know, when I could, when I was at the age to, of course, obviously, I always enjoyed cooking, and I have so many fond memories of cooking with my mom, my grandmothers, family members, my brother. Like, cooking is such a memorable thing and such a loving thing to do. Like, it really just means a lot to cook a meal for someone. So let's start off with this Buzzball. We're not even gonna do heads or tails. We're gonna do the blueberry. The blueberry, you guys. I wish I could play some music, but oh wait, I can play some music. But we're gonna put some music over it, cause I just like music. I'm gonna need no music so you guys can hear. Anyways, let's just try. Let's get into cooking with the kitchen with Jadin, with me right now. Let's go. Whew. Wow. Buzzball. Again, if you guys want to sponsor this video, reach out, email below. Excuse me. I need something to mash that down with. Wow. Who doesn't love a nice crispy cold White Claw? Strawberry and all their other flavors. Honestly, I love strawberry, that's why I got two purposefully, but White Claw is always cold, crisp, icy. It's the perfect drink while you're just wanting to relax, chill, cook a nice little meal. And then we already got our little party goer, our buzz ball up in there. But White Claw is the perfect mood and vibe for any time. So yeah, we're about to get into cooking with me, White Claw. If you guys would love to sponsor another Cooking in the Kitchen with Jadin, let us know. We'll cook you a meal, and who knows, we might even use a White Claw to drink cold and crispy in the kitchen. Okay, another thing, kitchen snacks. Some of you guys say like, oh, don't ruin your appetite. We got gummy worms, we got chips, we got this. We don't have apps. But I am gonna get a gummy worm. A little candy, never hurt nobody. Not the whole bag now. Maybe just 2. Okay. Wow. Okay. Whew. Now, let's get into what you guys have been waiting for, the meal and the food. Overall, this is everything right here. Everything's from Winco, like we already talked about. We got our pan for our chicken. We also got our pot as well. We also have our gloves, our oven mitts, our plateware, and everything in between that we need. So, first things first, you're always gonna wanna wash your hands. I already washed my hands at the start of this video, so we're pretty good on that. What we're going to do is remove the chicken because this is a quick meal. You don't want to take too long in the kitchen when you're cooking after a long day. Nobody has time to be doing all that. So all I'm gonna literally do, boom, get the chicken, bam. And I like to be very time efficient. We're just gonna rinse this off in the sink in this plateware, leave this in the sink, and then we're gonna move our chicken up here in this pan. Okay? Okay, cool. Sorry, you guys, I gotta clean out my sink a little bit. That dish is up in here. Yeah, good. Okay. Good. I just need my glove. Also, this is all done off camera just because I'm not going to be moving and editing different angles. Maybe I honestly should for you guys. That'd be good. Let me put my phone on D&D. Excuse me. I should do like a top view. Yeah. I'll probably just do it like, who knows what we'll do. I'll probably just put you guys like right here. I need this closer. Like right there. Okay. Oh. We're gonna need to move our chicken into the pan really quick. So we're gonna do that over here. But first things first, I personally want to add some oil on the bottom. We're just gonna do a little bit of olive oil. This is going to be like just really nice and smooth. You can just really drizzle it. It doesn't have to be a lot, you guys. I just do like a little oil just so our chicken won't stick to the bottom of the pan. If you want to do it like fried, you can, but I don't have time for that. So yeah. And one thing about me, you always want to season the bottom of your pan too, just because remember all of our meat and everything is going to be on the bottom of that. So whatever we put on top of our meat and mix our meat with, we can do that. But me more so because this is also a big chicken, quick meal. I'm not about to be seasoning the meat, mixing it all in my hands. I don't have time for that. We're just going to do a quick, easier way. I find it's a little bit healthier too to do it this way as well too. Usually if you don't want to do olive oil, you don't have olive oil at home, you can do butter, you can do a little bit of water. I wouldn't do a lot of water, but remember we're also going to cover this too, so it's going to be really simple. We already added our salt, and honestly, and now we're adding the garlic salt. When it comes to me measuring, you just want to measure with your heart. I literally do not use like, oh, use this and this and this, and nobody has time for that. You can just really cook with what you love and what you like to taste. To me, I know salt is very powerful. Garlic salt is also very tasty too and pretty strong, but I like the taste of that. We're also going to add some black pepper up in there. So when you're cooking, you just want to do whatever. And literally, you guys, we added our olive oil, we drizzled it on the bottom. Our oven is already preheated too as well to 410 degrees. In a perfect world, everything would be cooked, cut, and ready. But obviously, one person cooking, so much time, that's all you can really do. We're also going to add some crushed red pepper. So we added salt, we added garlic salt, we added black pepper, we're adding crushed red pepper, because I like a little kick in my food, okay? Okay. The reason we're seasoning the whole bottom of the pan, everything will get soaked up into the food that it'll literally taste so tasty. We're gonna do some garlic powder next, yes. And honestly, you guys, this is gonna be like the quickest meal that I did. I never made a video before, even just talking about me cooking and explaining everything that I do. Sometimes I feel like that's just a lot. We're also gonna add some paprika, but I was just like trying to be spontaneous. You should really be spontaneous in the world and do what you like and just like do it. That's like the thing of 2026. You want to be able to live your life. That was the paprika. We're adding a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder as well too, because earlier this was garlic. Wait, no, that was not garlic mixed. Oh no, we already did add garlic powder, so we don't need to add that. We're adding onion powder now, you guys. How do you know what seasonings to add for your food? Honestly, it's just like a combination. I feel like when you're seasoning poultry, meat, and food and whatever, you can literally season with what your heart desires as long as it mixes well. That's all I can really say to that. But I'm super excited because I'm so hungry, you guys. This is Cajun seasoning that we're adding on the bottom of the pan. And I want to say, oh wait, no, we're also going to add some parsley as well too. Yes, where is it at? Parsley is one of my favorite things. I love freaking parsley, you guys. Really tasty, really good. And I'm not even a chef, so I just make food how I would think it would be made. And I like to think I am a really good cook. Everyone really likes my meals when I cook. And I try to cook like a majority of the time as healthy as possible. We're gonna move this over here. Honestly, this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Boom. Let me show you guys as well too. Okay, boom. Okay, so now that that's in there, we're gonna get our meat. A lot of people pound their meats. Again, we don't have time for that. Okay. That's it. Everything's in here now, you guys. This is what it looks like with your chicken. You have your chicken in here. I'll show you guys as well too. So we have our chicken in here, you guys, and all we're gonna do is re-season everything with how we did the bottom of the pan. We can get rid of this glove because we're not using this anymore. And we're moving in with all the same seasoning that we used before. You guys are like, Jadin, how do you remember what you used? I'm like, you should always remember what you're using when you're cooking and making your food, because if you don't know what you're using, honestly, maybe stay out of the kitchen, okay? But let me not be the one to tell you that. I encourage everybody to always be in the kitchen and do as your heart desires. Cook that meal, cook that food, and get up in that kitchen, girl! If you don't do it already. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. So, move back in. Olive oil. We're gonna just re-season this. I shouldn't really have to even re-explain all this for you guys because you've seen it in the first part. So, literally just use all the same seasoning that you used before. We did the olive oil. We're adding salt. Boom. Onion. Garlic powder, I mean, this is garlic powder. Garlic salt. Black pepper. One thing about my food is gonna have a lot of flavor. I'd rather it have a lot of flavor than no flavor. That just makes it easier. We're gonna add a dash of Cajun seasoning on top as well too. And also when you're using the olive oil is gonna even give it that flavor that you need. Not even flavor, I said that so wrong. The olive oil is going to give it like an extra little coat. It's gonna make it crispy because we want a little crunch while it's in there, because I like my food to be crunchy. Gonna move back in with the crushed red pepper. Okay, we're gonna add a lot of this because I really like the heat of food in there. Same thing with the parsley. We're gonna do a lot of this as well too. Let's see. I try not to shake it because then I make a mess everywhere, y'all. Okay. Boom. So you always want to keep a clean workspace and be able to keep your kitchen back clean. I encourage you guys to always put all your seasonings and everything back where you found it from. Do not just leave it on the stove. I literally dislike people who keep a dirty kitchen and don't keep their stuff organized. Like, please, please, please keep it organized. Okay. We're not using the small knife because that's a no. Thank you. I'll probably put you guys over here while we chop. We are gonna rinse this off really quick, you guys. Okay, so I'm debating on covering half the pan with the cucumber and doing cucumber chicken on half because I also want to be able to reuse some of this chicken and use it later on in the week. So with you baking your chicken, depending upon the meals that you want to make, you can throw this chicken on top of any kind of different kind of meals. We can make chicken bowls, we can make chicken tacos, we can make chicken and bell peppers. It could be like chicken and potatoes, like literally any other meal outside of this with the ingredients that you're using today, because you also want to be able to reuse a meal and be able to make it to last throughout the week for you to budget. That's an important thing in 2026. Things are high, inflation is high, money is going everywhere. Last thing we want to worry about is having to eat. That is a necessity. Literally. It's a necessity to eat. I'm not going to get too much in that talk. That really makes me a little bit emotional. Maybe it's the liquor. Who knows? But like, food is such a necessity, and the fact that there are so many people in the world I just can't. We're gonna get into cooking in the kitchen with Jadin, you guys. We're gonna chop up this broccoli. Super easy. Usually I don't chop up my broccoli like this. Usually I start from the bottom of the like husk and then work your way out, and you can break it off. Again, we're trying to cook fast. We don't have time for that. We're just gonna chop it up. And I find that the easiest. And boom. There we go. And here we go. Broccoli is all ready. You guys. Okay. We're gonna put this in the sink, rinse it off. I missed a piece of chicken. Since we got all that extra sauce in there, y'all. Look, we just saw a baby right there. Boom. And you guys are probably wondering, Jadin, why did you put that tiny piece of chicken in there? That little tiny piece isn't gonna matter. But that's the thing. Sometimes that little tiny piece does matter in the real world. But, hey, welcome to the internet. So we're cooking, we're getting into our food. Honestly, I just love this. I never, honestly, this is just how I make broccoli, like with my mom. Like, she literally just puts it in a pan. You do this, you add a little bit of water, you add your salt and butter, or whatever you want to put up in there. Maybe I should use a spoon for this to scrape all that in there, because that's probably like excess food. Hold on, I need to use. Why is this candle so low? Usually, you guys, when I cook, I love to watch TV. So obviously, because like anyone's house, normal house, there's a TV accessible from your kitchen, and not a normal house. I would say your average home. But we're gonna add our broccoli in here, you guys. Okay, we're gonna rinse that off. We're gonna clean off the stove and everything after. Obviously, you can do that beforehand. Where are my Clorox wipes? One sec, y'all. One thing I love is when you're in the kitchen, you guys, have a Clorox wipe available. Clorox wipes are so useful to clean your kitchen. Not only do we have my little Nala right here, who loves to eat everything off the floor, I think it's very viable just to have like some way to keep your kitchen organized and clean. Which is why I said put your seasonings up earlier. Keep a clean kitchen while you're cooking. Makes you even more happier. We're gonna wash our hands since we touched Clorox. We don't want that on our food. Super simple. One thing I also love about cooking, you guys, is you can literally just keep your hands wet, continue to move around the kitchen, be able to cook and do everything that you need to do and get it all done. Wow, that is good. Okay. Broccoli, you can cook that later after everything else is getting closer to done. Excuse me, Nala. Excuse me. Okay. A cucumber, not a zucchini. This is a cucumber. Super simple. We already rinsed everything off earlier as well too. Just chop it. Maybe even save some so you can do some self-care and use it for your eyes. Yeah. Boom. Bam. Just start throwing it on top of your chicken. You could do these thinner as well too. If you wanted them, like, hold on. You know. Honestly, these are pretty thin enough. I did tell you guys though too as well. This is gonna be like half cucumber, zucchini, chicken, and then we're gonna use the other half for later on. Funny thing is, I don't even eat cucumbers and or zucchini like that. Like naturally, I feel like some people probably eat this cold. But then again, I never looked up a lot of meals where you use this stuff. Honestly, my mom bought this healthy cooking cookbook. And that's where I got the idea from. And even when you're layering your cucumbers, they will act as of like a protective barrier over your meal. We're gonna add some olive oil on those on top, and just a little bit of salt. And we're gonna do a little bit of pepper as well. I like everything seasoned. Okay. So, that's set. Now we're gonna take some butter and we're gonna stick this literally just chop off like a quarter or something, y'all. I feel like there is no perfect way to chop anything when you're in the kitchen. You cook your food as you like. Okay. We got butter. We have butter. Like, there's literally no perfect way to chop your food. So, the butter, since we added everything else as well too, just add it in different spots around your food. For me, personally, at one part, we're going to break it into like a little cube and just throw it like on top of each and every chicken. The cucumber chicken, we're not gonna do butter on top of the direct chicken, but butter on top of the cucumber with the olive oil. Since we already did olive oil, you technically really don't have to do the butter. You can do one half. But I'm very like particular. Actually, the butter will even just maybe seep over. So we'll do butter on one side. We'll make like butter chicken and cucumber chicken. Let's grab a paper towel. So, a lot of you guys are probably like, Jadin, you said you're only making cucumber chicken. The reason you also want to make your portions and everything, I'm only cooking for one. So fortunate enough for me, $7.80 got me like basically a meal for almost a week. That is a blessing. You can make this into several different things, like I said, and make it stretch. That's what it's called. If you're not rich and you don't have to worry about food, if you ever have to worry about food, you gotta worry about making food stretch. You guys, I want to make a whole rant video, but we're in cooking with the kitchen with Jadin. So, let me show you guys what this looks like. Oh my gosh. So good. So tasty. Oh my goodness. I need to take photos. One sec, y'all. We're gonna do water. Next is our broccoli. Okay, wait. Back to me and cooking in the kitchen. Oh my gosh. Bless me. Okay. So, we have the broccoli, you guys. We're going to just really add water, butter, salt, pepper. Really simple. Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna talk about that. So I was literally at the gas station, you guys, and I just saw somebody, but I wonder if he likes men. And this is just like a curious question. The reason I'm saying this is because we were out at the bar last night, and I felt like he was like blocking the man that wanted me. So it's just more so like, what's tea? Like, why are you trying to, you know, C block? But yeah, it's pretty much that. And when you boil your broccoli, you guys just want to boil this about 10 minutes before everything else is finished. So, boom. Basically, everything is pretty much simple. I need to rinse this off again. One sec, excuse me. Oh my goodness. A funny story, you guys. I'm not the perfect cook. No one's a perfect cook. I literally burnt my arm cooking one time. I literally have a mark on my arm. I can show you guys. No one ever notices it because it blends in now, but yes. Cooking is a really important thing to learn because you can literally hurt yourself while cooking. We're gonna chop this in half, really make it simple and cheap. So, we're making roasted potatoes. Really simple, it's just one person. I feel like we don't need a lot. These potatoes are also gonna go up in the air fryer, so after you cut these potatoes in halves, literally like that, we're just literally gonna cut these in halves and then make them even. Oh my gosh. Sorry, water all over here. We're just gonna cut these in halves and make them even smaller. Okay, boom. And then, yeah. No! Not for you. Okay, we are gonna save this other potato for another thing. Other than that, everything is already pretty much done. We are gonna add a little bit of water on the bottom. You guys are like, why are you adding water? The water will not only boil the chicken and help keep it moist on top of the oil and everything, but since the oil and water don't mix, the water will vaporize, the oil will not. Okay, boom. Okay. 6:59. We're going to clean up our space. It's a little bit disorganized. I said about keeping a clean space, you guys, and my space is not even clean. So, now that we have our foil ready, our chicken is all seasoned, we have everything all juicy and ready up to be cooked. You guys, super simple. If you guys have an air fryer, literally throw your potatoes in your air fryer. This is also going to be done at the end of the 10 minutes when you are cooking the chicken. The chicken is going to bake in the oven right now for 35 to 45 minutes. Honestly, it just depends on how well you like your chicken cooked. I like my chicken a little bit crispy, well done, just because that's how I like my food. So we're going to do that. Bam. And we're gonna put it on the bottom of the shelf so it can get crispy, because that's how I like my food. Oh wait, hold on, wait. We also are gonna poke a couple holes in this so there's somewhere for the water to evaporate through. But if you don't have tiny little holes for everything to evaporate through, how will the water escape? So, this will lightly steam our food while also getting it the perfect tenderness that we want. So, boom, bam, wow. That's in there. It's perfect timing. It's literally 1600 hours. We are going to bake this till 1630, 4:30 p.m. And yeah, other than that, we're going to season these. We're going to throw these potatoes in our air fryer, let them sit with the seasoned olive oil, salt, pepper. That's pretty much it. You can do seasoned salt, cheese, bacon if you want to do something extra and get that all out the way. But we're just doing a basic potato. So we're going to do that for 10 minutes as well. Cook the broccoli for the last 2 minutes. But obviously, like I said, I need to get my cooking space organized and clean. I will be right back. Whew, and we will talk soon because I am exhausted from talking and I've been talking so much. I'm like, this is so crazy to even be able to film and do all this and be all up in front of the camera and edit. But honestly, I moved quick, so. Ooh, butter. Already added in there. Cool, cool. I don't want any more snacks. I love to get another chip. Seems pretty good. I also ate some of these earlier. Okay, we're back in the kitchen, you guys. We're semi-cleaned up. It's alright. We're moving into the potatoes, you guys. Super simple. Air fryer those. Same thing, little olive oil. So you want them a little bit crispy. Bam. I'm gonna do a little bit of seasoning salt, so they're like fries in a way, but they're not fries, so. Black pepper. And some salt. We're gonna add some peppers. Also bought at Winco. Boom. I'm just gonna add half the bag. Boom. And then we literally will just legit pop this in the air fryer. Like, hold on you guys. I gotta get you guys a better like video. Just pop it in the air fryer. We'll let it sit. Our chicken is cooking. Remember, last 10 minutes we're going to boil all this. It's currently about to be 4:15. Yeah, these clocks are all wrong. It's about to be 14:12. All my clocks are different times. We'll worry about this later, but more so, everything's baking right now. We're gonna let this continue to bake, and then within the last 10 minutes, we're gonna get our broccoli on the stove and also our potatoes on. You're just gonna put those on air fry setting. We're gonna do at least, you can really do 375, 400. It really just depends on the power of your air fryer. I know my air fryer, I have a Power XL. It moves pretty strong and quick, so you know, all I ever need is a couple minutes and my food is cooked and done, at least for potatoes. We're gonna continue to clean up. I'll catch you guys later and when the food is all done. Finish my Dutch. Sweep down over here. No one mind the background sound. I'm currently watching a TV show, one of my favorites. But we did take out the chicken. We did take off the foil at the 45-minute mark. The reason we took it off is just because it's soaked in juice and we want it to really crisp on the top. Our potatoes are practically done. Chicken, broccoli, everything's done. I just really like to cook this. Like, hold on. You guys see all those juices? That's keeping the chicken seasoned. I'm gonna let that crisp. I'll catch you guys in a sec. I'm gonna get partially the potatoes.
Remember I said nothing like that. I would say something like, well, if I can ever, no one can.
Okay. We are back, you guys. Our food is done cooking. We're about to plate everything, enjoy a meal, watch some TV. So let's get to the final plate. I'm so excited. Wow. Doesn't that look tasty, you guys? We have everything cut. That's what you guys, I like everything like extra crispy. So even when it comes to like the potatoes, they're extra crisp. Boom, bam. That's actually really good. Wow. Okay. Broccoli done, you guys. Ugh. Wow. Okay, let's plate my food. So hungry. I don't need this scorecard. I personally want. We can just really use this since both of those are liquids. You guys also don't have to cook your potatoes this long. Me personally, I just like crispy potatoes, so that's always like my go-to. And we're gonna do some cucumber chicken. Ooh. Which one do I want? Probably want like 2. So we'll probably do like, yeah, one chicken. Let's wait. I kind of ate with that, you guys. Excuse me. Jadin. Hello. I'm such a chef. Alright. Final plate. Do you guys, wait, hold on. You guys don't even see that cucumber chicken. Wow. You guys see that cucumber chicken right there? Have our potatoes, we got our broccoli. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Wow. This just looks so tasty. Here I come, Nala. We are gonna take our first bite. Everything's off, done. Okay, let's take our first bite, you guys. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna cut my first bite over here of the cucumber chicken. Ooh, this looks so good. You're there to get like a first taste test of everything. Okay. I'm so excited to share this meal with you guys. Cucumber chicken, you guys, so good, so healthy. And me, there's no better way to eat. You guys get the first bite. Oh my gosh, hold on you guys. Okay. You guys get the first bite. And, wow. I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner. Subscribe, follow for more cooking videos, more vlogs, whatever you guys want. I think I outdid myself. Share this recipe. Share this recipe with your family or friends. If you guys are looking for a good meal to get into, I highly suggest this. Super simple, super quick. And there we go. You know. You that bitch. Bye y'all. I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go watch Teen Wolf and I'll catch you guys later. Mwah. Thank you for joining me in cooking in my kitchen.